The Aftermess.
Let's get this over with.
Let's get it over with. Let's talk about the vagina. Okay. Welcome to the Aftermess podcast. Your morning mess is Joey Boy.
Hey, it's JD.
And it's Sienna.
Listen, make sure you, I don't know what just happened right there. It's going to be one of those podcasts. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you share, you comment. We love to shout you out if you comment. And please tell a friend about the Aftermess podcast. So we're going to talk about something that's been through the whole office. Even our almost producer, Disney, over here, he was like, I have so much wonders about this story that came out. Everyone does, though. Like, we were looking at each other, guys, in studio, but how does this work? How does that work? But what if this person did this? And so there's a big news story coming out that JD let us know about. It's about these conjoined twins, Abyy and Brittany, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember seeing them in 2012. Well, not me physically seeing them, but I remember watching their show on TLC. It was around like 2012-ish.
And one of them got married.
One of them recently just got married, yeah.
Now, again, conjoined twins they have two heads. I think it's two necks, but one body.
Yeah.
It's not like they have four tits and two vaginas or anything.
This is going to be one of those podcasts, everyone. So
Everyone's fucking thinking the same thing.
I understand, but just buckle up. This is, and we're trying to be curious. That's what we're doing. We're trying to be curious.
We're curious. What is our wonder? Now, obviously, the physical aspect. And I would like to say, when we started talking about this, Sienna's the first one that had the crazy question. Because your question was what?
I wondered if they get horny at the same time.
That was Sienna. I didn't start this. Then I was like, oh, it's okay to talk about all this. Okay. And I wondered that too, because obviously they got two brains, but they got, is it one, like, yeah, horny. Like, if one is horny, does the other one automatically get horny?
Because, they do have two heads, but I believe they still have only one reproductive system.
Right.
So all of the hormones and stuff, it's all just what would be in one person's body. They just have those two heads.
But is being horny more of a mind thing?
I think it's hormones, right?
Yeah, hormones.
Yeah, it's hormones.
So do they have the same?
That's what I'm saying. So technically they do have one body. So
Right.
they would have to feel it at the same time, because if there was two different
Right.
sets of bodies, then they
Yeah, does
wouldn't.
one look at the other like, bitch, you horny too? Bitch, I
You
want
thinking
dick.
what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
Or what if the other one's just hungry and then she doesn't want to get some?
Right.
Or preferences, do they think the same dude is hot?
Right.
Ooh, and who takes one for the team if the other one doesn't think the dude is hot?
Right.
Like, imagine if one of them thinks that the new husband is like, eee,
Right.
I'm not attracted to this guy.
Like, they obviously saw him at the same time. Like, he's hot. Like,
Yeah.
he looks like a mud duck, you know?
Yeah.
Like, well,
Or
I
a
want to go
moose,
talk
yeah.
to him.
Yeah, I wonder what that conversation is like, because you do have to take one for the team. Because
Right.
you're
Only
conjoined.
one of them married him.
Yeah, only one of them. I'm still getting familiar with their names. So was it Abyy or Brittany that married this guy?
I'm going to confirm that.
Abyy? Okay, thanks,
Abyy.
Disney.
Abyy got married.
I want to know if they individually or together went through their hoe phase.
Right.
It has to be together, right?
Does it, though?
You know?
Because this is
one
what I
person
was...
say we can't get married yet. Like, we
Right.
still need time to explore.
I didn't, when we talk about stuff, I don't want to do too much research because I want to be genuine when we talk about it. But I did see on a report, the big question is when, they're having sex.
Yeah.
What the fuck does Brittany do when Abby's getting dick down? Like, honestly, and the answer came out, ladies and gentlemen. This is what was said. I hope this,
This is reporting.
this is reporting. Abby's, she's getting dick down, right?
This is real journalism, ladies and gents.
Yes. Brittany reads a book.
But see,
But where? Like, okay, so one of her hands, she's just reading it, but like, there's got to be movement around, right? Or is it just
That's what I'm
missionary?
saying.
Like,
you can't ignore it, regardless if she's using something to distract herself.
You're not staying
Technically,
still.
she's still getting railed as well.
Getting railed.
Sorry, that was too
That's so
aggressive.
aggressive.
It was the first thing that came out of my mouth. Whoops.
Do you like a missionary with your feet crammed to the headboard?
I'm looking up, just kind of the facts of
Jeez.
conjoined twins, because
Yeah.
I've seen multiple, I don't want to say versions because I don't feel like that's the appropriate
Right.
saying. So, you could be connected at the head, you could be
Right.
connected, I believe, at the body. And you know what? The survival rate is actually pretty crazy. I mean, the life expectancy to make it to an adult as a Siamese twin, I think, is really, really low. Like the survival rate.
Well, I think at some point, parents, when you have conjoined twins, they have operations, if it's possible, to separate them. But then obviously you have to think if something goes wrong.
Right.
I think, you could lose one of your children, both of them, if they share organs. So a lot of them choose like, hey, we're just going to stay conjoined because we rather live at least a long life than try to get this surgery at 5 years old and maybe die.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the Mayo Clinic, and it said that you usually find that out around 7 to 12 weeks of pregnancy if you're having conjoined twins.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, is that something you find out after you birth the child?
Right.
Huh.
What
I'm
a
also
wild surprise that would be.
Yeah, and then it also says they do only have one pair of ovaries. So also, what if one wants to be a mom, but technically the other one is two, right? They're both the moms?
Both the mom, right?
I think.
It's got to be
Yeah.
a conversation that's had, right?
Yeah, because one of them's like, that's not my fucking kid. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, it came out of us.
But it's also, I didn't consent to making the child, but you still had sex to create the child because you are in one body.
They have a lot of talks. They have a lot
They
of
have a lot
talks.
of conversations.
Yeah, because
there's
it's
so
a
much.
big story because literally while we're talking about this, it's a huge story because Abyy got married.
It
And the
seems
other one-
selfish. To be honest, I feel like it's selfish.
Yeah, here's another thing.
I
We're,
understand what Disney's laughing. How is it? Isn't it a little selfish?
I feel like they should be able to live their life though,
yeah,
as best they can.
But it's selfish to say I'm going to be with this one person forever, so then the other person does not get a chance to like find love.
Well, maybe
Like,
they do.
maybe they do. We don't know that other person can't find
I
someone.
feel like there's a conflict of scheduling. Like I don't know because what if one wants to go out on a date? I don't know.
Is that cheating? If the other one
Is that
goes on a date with another one and then you're getting
Oh, I see.
Like,
So
we get
if
dicked down by the other dude.
if Brittany's getting dicked down by her hypothetical boyfriend,
Yes.
is she cheating? Yeah, is she cheating on, or is Abyy cheating
not
on?
Is
cheating.
it an affair?
no,
Is Abyy
it's not
having-
an affair if you tell you're there. What the fuck? They're conjoined, so you can't fucking.
They're
I'm
present.
gonna go behind her back, bitch. You are behind my back. Like, what are you talking about? She's there the whole time, so you can't whisper to like, hey, you know what I mean?
Bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So much to it.
there's
And
so
here's the
much.
thing. We're thinking that one of them found this guy attractive and what if this guy approached them?
I have so many questions to ask him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like there is someone for everyone. So you
Right.
don't want to knock the fact that they can't find love. But I know
Right.
he was getting a lot of backlash for being weird or creepy because he did marry conjoined twins.
I don't think that's weird. I think it's just like he maybe got to know her at the fucking McDonald's. Who knows? Sat down, had a conversation. One of them ignoring him, reading her fucking book. And Abyy was just like, and he's like laughed and shit like that. And you know what I mean? All of a sudden, like, damn, like, it's fucking crazy. I'm falling in love with this girl, Abyy, but she has a twin that is being a bitch to me. But can I get through this? And maybe, I don't know,
That is just spending so much time together.
gay bomb heads.
It's got to be an audiobook. I tried to just get over that, man. I tried
out.
to move on.
What? You know we're thinking it is. Like, what happens when she's gobbling?
she's not
No,
reading the
yeah.
book.
She's not-
Not reading the book.
It's a valid question.
It is a valid question. I'm just thinking 69 is off the hook.
Yeah, that's a good point, Joey.
I mean, you really have to think about this shit.
Sienna crying.
I can't. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to get through
This
this.
guy gets a 2-for-1
I'm
for
gonna have
life, bro.
mascara.
The 2-for-1 is off. His fucking BOGO deal.
Not the phone.
He got the BOGO. The ultimate BOGO. I don't want to hear McDonald's trying to solicit for their BOGO. Fuck you. You know what this guy got? He got 2 heads. The price of 1. I think if he fell in love with her, this is love.
How do you segue out of that?
But I because we said, what if one of them was attracted to the guy? What does the other one think? Maybe this guy was attracted to them, and he fell in love with one girl, and the sister loves her sister so much. Are you in love with him? I'm truly in love with him. How many guys have approached us to date us? Like, I got your back, literally. I got your back. Let's go out with him. I'll be quiet. I'll read my book.
It's got to be an audiobook. There's just no way you're balancing all that going on. You know?
I feel like the tea is hot too because I'm sorry, I'm still wiping my tears away from laughing so hard. Because if they're fighting and stuff, you just already know the drama of what's going on. So me being nosy and wanting to know drama, I don't like being involved, but I like to know it.
Right.
So I feel like they kind of benefit from each other of just knowing each other's tea. You know
Having
what I'm
each
saying?
other's back.
Yeah, having each other's back.
Yeah, the privacy.
Exactly. What do you think, Abs? And what if she agrees with the husband? Oh, you can't even get away from that bitch.
You can't.
Like, really?
Really?
Fucking go into my room, little bitch. I'm coming with you.
I'm coming with.
Yeah.
I wonder what the parents thought about the marriage. You know, like put yourself. I mean, you're the father of the room.
I would be
Put
happy.
yourself in that situation because you know what? I'm not being disrespectful, but I would have questions for the guy. I really would. I'd have questions for him because I would want to know his intentions. You know,
Right.
I don't know, if they have name, image, likeness because they had the show, they have some money.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what his alternative motive is because the human brain, I have no idea. Maybe kudos to him for being able to see them as a person,
Right.
and like I do commend someone with an upbringing like that, but I just, for some reason, the human question in me just does not.
Like, what are his intentions? Did he truly
Yes.
just fall in love with her and not the other one? And
Because
why
it's
the why?
different.
It is
You know it's a
different.
different
I want to
look.
applaud the
Yeah.
sister that's not getting married. Like,
Right,
she
right.
has to go along for this ride for her sister to be happy in life.
Yeah, but I mean, if the other one gets married, I would assume it's the same thing, like how we were talking
Yeah.
about earlier, like because she could still find her own man.
Yeah,
but she just had
absolutely.
to be attached to her sister to go through that whole process of her sister getting married.
Yeah.
Well, as a parent, can you put yourself? Would you be upset at the guy? Would you have questions? Like,
No,
what would
it's
you-
exactly what you said. I
Yeah.
would want to get to know the guy. Just like anything.
Yeah.
You're going to meet your son-in-law or daughter-in-law. It's just you're going to judge them. Like, what are your intentions? This is a unique situation, and just kind of feel the vibe of this guy. Because we don't know what the sister's conversation is. Is the other one looking for love too? And how does that work? Does the sisters just sleep in one bed and their two husbands will sleep in different rooms? But I'm just thinking about the get down to the get down. You're like,
You know what I was thinking? I hope this doesn't sound crazy, but you know how if they're sleeping and one rolls to the side, is the other one kind of in the air? You know what I'm saying? Because one's like,
fucking teeter-totter? What the fuck are you talking about?
do you not visualize what I'm visualizing?
No. I'm visualizing on their back.
Do you-
Is this a
do you get
roller
me,
coaster
Disney?
road?
Yeah, if you like sit on
Right?
your side, she's like up here. Like, hello.
Yeah, so if you're laying on your side like this, the other one is like here, but in the air. So
I feel like they had to train to sleep a certain way so both of them are comfortable.
so maybe they just sleep on their back.
I would say they're probably their back, I'm assuming.
I just
I'm
had that
assuming.
visual as you
Yeah.
were talking about sleeping in separate beds.
Yeah.
I didn't know how they'd
What
sleep.
if you were born a conjoined?
That's tough. I mean,
A conjoined twin. You'd be Sienna. What would your twin's name be?
um,
I know what mine would be.
what are they, Abyy and Brittany?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because my government name is Jose. He would be Hose B.
That
Hose A and Hose B. Let's get date back.
That's good.
Oh my God. So many questions.
Yeah, I feel like that's such a tough reality to come to terms with once you're old enough to realize that, it's a different look, like JD said. So to fit into society, and I'm sure there was
Yeah.
people that were mean when they were growing
Totally.
up and stuff like that. So I wonder what it was like for them growing up as well, coming to terms with it.
I'm trying to remember the show when I was watching because you think about the day to day. You think about driving. You're thinking about brushing your hair. Or, like I'm trying to think of, if you're playing sports, if you want to work out, like what if one person's like, no, I really eating, does one person love fast food all the time? The other one really wants to eat healthy. How does that affect their body?
I really feel like they could be therapists on the epitome and definition of communication.
Yes.
They have
Yeah.
to communicate all the time. So I feel like they could teach us how to communicate as people, as humans, as a marriage. Like they should be therapists and just major in communication. Because like you're right, they have to communicate about everything. Everything they have to communicate about. That's crazy. I'm sorry, but I just can't get over it because we're talking about this because the whole marriage thing is just what blows my mind. One of them is married and the other one isn't.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I don't want to say it feels disrespectful. Like, you know, because I just feel like.
I feel like they probably truly fell in love. I just feel like, God, that they must have had many a talks on the other one.
Yeah, because when they have to, what is it, consummate the marriage? Is that the word?
Yeah.
Yeah, because then that's the first time, maybe not the first time, I don't know. But that's where they really have to get down and dirty.
Wait,
So they-
I'm glad you said that because didn't one of them not be a witness to the wedding?
Yeah, I heard
That
that.
is right.
The fuck
Yeah.
did she do? She just closed her eyes?
That's what I mean.
I have no idea.
saying.
But is that? I believe I read that. That was reported somewhere that.
Yeah, she wasn't listed as a witness.
Maybe legally she can be. Has to be a different person, and then they're listed as one.
That would be the only thing, right?
Maybe it's a legal kind of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe. But I'm like, they have two brains. They're technically two different identities.
Right. Huh? I don't know.
I don't
Right?
know. There's so many
There's
questions.
so many fucking questions.
I don't know. It throws me for a loop.
I really wish we had him on because they have the answer
know.
to all
We
our
reached
questions.
out. We did
did.
reach out.
Right. We had our intern Carly reach
Mm-hmm.
out, and I was like, "Well, then call the other one."
She did say. She did.
Abby's being a bitch. Call Brittany.
She did say I found them.
She did.
She's like I found them. Like I think they're teachers.
Are they?
Yeah, I believe so. At an elementary school. Let me confirm, but I believe
so
they
awesome.
are.
Are you kidding me?
And so I.
would have loved to have them for teachers.
So do they teach the same subject? Because what if one's better at math and then the other one's better at English and writing or
Two
something
heads
like
are better
that?
than one.
Yeah, what do you do for? It's got to be. Is
What? If
that cheating?
What is that?
No,
What
like
cheating?
no, I'm saying like if are they taking the same test? Like do they take it as one?
If I were a teacher giving them a test when they were younger, yeah, eyes on your own paper. Man, I'm right fucking here. What are you talking about?
Yeah, what do they
I
do?
think one has to turn this way and the other one has to turn this way. They probably had desk made for them, different desk, I'm assuming.
Different desks.
I don't know.
I'm looking. I'm looking at their
I'm
Wikipedia.
thinking of the parents, like, it must have been expensive.
Oh well, there's got to be like.
I want to play
programs
soccer, I
for
want to play
this.
volleyball. Bitches, you're going to do the same thing. Y'all better decide.
Or they're close too, right? Like they can't just throw. Can they just throw over a regular shirt and stuff, or does it have to be a certain
I feel like they have one body
way?
for the way they look.
Size. I think I
But
remember seeing
the
a video
neck.
on it. Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I
There's
think
two
it was
necks.
specialty
Tailor-made.
made.
Yeah.
But according to this Wikipedia page, and Wikipedia never lies, by the way.
Facts.
They're fifth grade teachers in Minnesota.
Oh, nice. I love that.
And that's where our intern like found their information and was like, "Yeah, I called the school as if they're probably not getting blown up."
Oh,
Yeah, but we're the morning mess.
yeah.
So.
That is
Priority.
True. She did mention that. She's like, "Hey, I just want you guys to know. I said we love to talk to them. You know,
Yeah.
with the morning mess in Phoenix."
Yeah, because they literally got probably every big call from like NBC, CBS,
Oh, yeah.
ABC, Oprah. Morning mess.
We're on that list.
I know. Like, bitch, don't do it. We heard their podcast. Don't do it.
Because they got to know. Here's my wonder: is that they knew this was going to be a thing, and that show was in 2012, and maybe they've been living in the spotlight, but I completely forgot about it. So I wonder if they're not regretting, but they're sad about losing a little bit of their
Privacy?
privacy.
I'm thinking of like if the one that got married wants to have a baby.
Yeah.
Oh
The
yeah.
other one does not want to be married or have a baby.
Yeah. But again, that's all conversation, right?
Communication,
Because
yeah.
then, yeah, they both have, if one doesn't want to give birth,
It's like Sienna.
like me, she's forced to. If she's okay, like, yeah, you could get pregnant, share our body, let's do it. But then she starts to experience all the pregnancy symptoms.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. God.
It's just two different outlooks, right?
There's so much wonder here.
I need to
There's-
go back and watch the show because
I
I'm
wanna
so
watch it.
curious.
Do they each control a different arm?
Hey, I was wondering about that too, because I feel like one of them get the short end of the stick. If you have the hand that has to wipe your ass all the time.
You're right-handed.
Yeah, if you're right-handed, Abby has to wipe the ass every fucking time. Like, this sucks.
So,
The other girl
but,
could take a nap, read the book,
but if they have,
wipe our ass.
I just keep looking at this because I do have the picture of like the anatomy of how it works. So they do have two stomachs. Two stomachs?
What?
No, I'm seeing
Hell yeah.
I see two gallbladders and two stomachs.
Hell yeah.
on their Wikipedia, once again, that doesn't lie. It says each of them has a heart, stomach, spine, pair of lungs, and spinal cord, and each twin controls one arm and one leg. So when they were infants, they had to learn how to do all of that together.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Walking must have been wild to learn.
But I feel like it's muscle memory. It's reps, right? They've been doing it their whole life. It's easy to them. They don't even think it's weird. They just like, we've been practicing. Obviously, they were born. So by this time, I'm sure they're fine. I'm just thinking the big picture stuff, like having a fucking kid.
Yeah. I wonder if that's being a conversation right now because she just got married.
Oh, hopefully they're like you. They don't want kids, and he doesn't want kids. And that's not even an issue.
Yeah, maybe it could be a possibility.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just
Because that's first date
yeah.
talks, right? You got to talk on the first date. Do you want kids? Me either. Perfect.
Yeah, because he was in the military, right? This dude that Abyy married. I think he's a vet. So
He's seen some shit.
yeah, so he's seen some shit. So I'm not sure if he wants children or not, but I have no idea.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
There has to be. They bring back the reality show. I'd be
Yeah.
watching this shit all the
You
time.
might as well. People are going to be talking about you. You might as well get bread off of it.
Absolutely. Make a bag. We'll make 2. Get a couple bags out of this. You kidding me?
Yeah, do they
Do they
get one for
negotiate?
each?
Do they negotiate separately?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they have to, right?
They have
That's what I'm
to.
saying. Even though they have one body, it's still 2 separate people, 2
Yeah.
brains.
Abyy might want books. This girl wants jewelry. You
Yeah.
need separate bank accounts. You need, like, I want my, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is great. 2 stomachs. They got 2 stomachs.
Huh. This is so weird.
So if they have 2 stomachs, then Abyy, whatever she is, just goes to her individual stomach.
Yeah.
Correct.
So they can eat at different places if they wanted to, or at
have
different times.
It's like, yeah, that would suck, right? Like if you want Chinese food and your other person doesn't, your twin doesn't want Chinese food, it's going to one stomach, but they got separate stomachs.
Yeah, they have separate stomachs, so that's good. I feel like that resolves a lot of issues.
I feel like that's just you be shitting a lot, doubling up food every time you go out to eat.
Yeah, and then whoever does wipe the ass has to deal with that too.
Like, are you serious? Corn again, Abyy? Serious? When the fuck did you eat corn?
When are you gonna learn your lesson?
But they got one anatomy, so when they go poop, it's just one. They don't have like 2 buttholes.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
So-
Yeah, I don't think they have 2 buttholes.
If one ate something that upsets a stomach, it doesn't matter. It's gonna go, wow, this is so much.
What if Brittany ate something super spicy, so then Abyy has to feel the burn when she's pooping it out?
Yeah.
I am so invested in this New York Post article.
What do they say?
I'm just looking because they're talking about having kids, and they said when they were 16, which I'm assuming was when they were on the show together.
Okay.
I can confirm that. They said, yeah, we're going to be moms. We haven't thought about how being moms is going to work yet, but we're just 16. We don't need to think about that right now.
They both want to be moms. Well, if they both want to be moms, then I feel like that's a good thing for them. I mean, girls get sperm donors.
Yeah.
So if one is, this guy has to be really understanding.
And he has a kid.
Oh, he has a
He
kid?
has a kid?
Yeah, it looks like Abby's marriage to Bowling took place on November 13th, 2021. And according to the Daily Mail, Bowling has an 8-year-old daughter from a previous relationship.
So I guess that kind of covers it, but I understand if they want their own children.
Yeah. Huh. Absolutely.
I'm just trying to think of more wonder I have because I know there's plenty more. But
Mine was the sex. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
The sex thing was really on my mind. And then having a baby, how does that work out? But JD brought up a good point. If I'm their parents, I want to meet this guy.
I need to know so many questions.
Yeah.
I'd
be interrogating him with these fucking lights. I need to borrow these lights, Disney, and just interrogate this guy. Like,
everything is separate. Like I wouldn't want any no joint accounts. Like I want this guy.
joint account. Wow, this fucking guy, am I right? Cancel him. JYDEEE.
what you mean by that, huh?
What a dick.
I'm not gonna dab you up. Shame on me.
Right. They need separate accounts. Separate accounts. Separate, right.
And that's the thumbnail.
Well, this has been fun, guys. This is the wonder. We will keep you posted if either of them ever call back our intern Carly to see if we can have an interview. Okay? We'll sit Abyy over there. We'll sit Brittany over there.
Come on.
We'll have Disney figure that out. All right?
He'll set up the shots.
Until the next one. It's the Aftermath Podcast.
The Aftermath.